everybody. Welcome to Learning the Scottish Great Highland Bagpipe with me, J.D. Ingram, pipe major of the Charleston Pipe Band. This week we're going to be learning
Lesson 15, the Birl. Your goal is to be able to play the Birl with or without a grace note accurately, and also understand how the embellishment fits into the music rhythmically. We'll focus on finding the method that feels like it will work best for you. We'll try a couple different methods in the context of some music. Your homework is to memorize the assigned music. Extra resources can be found in Beginning the Bagpipe, page 27, and also the College of Piping Tutor, page 48. All right, we're going to talk about a new kind of double shake. We talked in an earlier lesson about the double shake. That's a grace note and then a shake. This one is a little different. This is a shake and then another shake, and it's always on low A. It's called the Birl. The Birl starts with a pinky tap on the beat to make a low G shake, and then it follows with another pinky tap to make a second low G shake. The way to do two pinky taps back to back quickly varies, so we're going to try some different methods together.
All right, let's try some Birls. The Birl, as mentioned, is a double shake, but not a grace note shake like we learned with the double shakes lesson. It is a shake, 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 shake. That's pretty cheesy. All right, so it is a shake from A to A, and then another one, but so fast that it goes brr, hence the term Birl, right? It sounds kind of onomatopoeic. There are a couple different strategies for being able to do it quickly. Probably the most common and one that is popular amongst most successful pipers is to start with a swipe over the hole from top to bottom. So as you see a Birl coming up, you're gonna get your pinky kind of wound up here by your B finger and swipe down real fast, and then whip it back as fast as you can so it passes over the hole slightly. In slow motion. And that's kind of what we're looking for in the long run. The next strategy is tap and swipe. This is one that I used for a long time. I found it was easier on my fingers when I was a kid, and I still use it today when I need to control a Birl for purposes of making it slower on purpose for one reason or another, and that is a tap and pull. You'll see those are probably the two most common approaches. Some people just do a double swipe. Some people do the double swipe backwards. But the most successful pipers I see will do either a swipe and pull or a tap and pull. So try those. It'll take a while to strengthen your pinky so you can do it quickly and repeatedly and consistently, but the best strategy I've found is no matter what you've got in your hands, if you've got, if you're walking around and you've got a pen, strengthen that finger. Do your tap and drag, do your swipe and pull. If you've got a soda in your hand, if you've got whatever, strengthen that finger to start making sure that these muscles will allow your pinky to move by itself. And watch out for I want to say it's all three fingers, but certainly your pinky and your ring finger are actually tied together with tendons in these muscles. These muscles are not designed to work independently, so it's super common to hear something like that. So watch out for that. But strengthen that pinky finger, get it to work by itself, and watch out for that B finger rolling off with it, and find what method works for you. All right, guys, keep working.
Birls don't have to be from low A to low A. They can be from a different note. Here you see it written out from E. In this case, you put a very quick low A before the Birl first pinky tap. It is not written in the shorthand, but it is written out in the longhand there. You can also add a G grace note to the front of it. So the G grace note would occur on the beat, and then the two pinky taps would occur after. making kind of a triple feel instead of a double feel. The point stands, though, getting your two pinky taps together. We'll try some of these with the various methods.
All right, so not all birls are going to come from low A to low A. If you're coming from any note besides low A, you just put a teeny tiny low A in front of it. So if I'm going to come from E to low A, hear how the low A before the Birl and the low A's in the middle of the Birl are about the same length. Up to speed, it's just the same. E, ba-da-dum, ba-da-dum. All three sounds are about the same length. Whatever your method is, practice on making sure that lead-in low A is the same length. E is probably the most common note I hear it coming from. I also hear it from other top hand notes, E, F, G, high A. I don't see it from other bottom hand notes a lot. I have seen it from actually all of the other bottom hand notes, but pretty much only in one or two instances. It's a lot harder to get that short A, especially from C and D, because you've got to get that pinky up and back down. So those are ones that, if you are going to play a tune, drill that a lot, because that's going to be tough. All right, guys. You also see a grace note added to the front sometimes, and this can be from any note that you can play a grace note on, including low A, and it's the same idea. You want that three low A sounds to be equivalent. So coming from low A to grace noted Birl, bum bum bum, and from other notes, right? It's a little easier to do from B and C and D with a grace note to give you just a microsecond of extra time to prepare that pinky finger. But try that out and make sure all three sounds are equal. Awesome.
All right, let's try a simple Birl in context of music. The first place you guys are going to learn one is in the tune Mairi's Wedding. Check out the first phrase here.
All right, so the first place we're going to learn a Birl in context is the first phrase of Mairi's Wedding, which is coming up very soon. So we can start practicing that phrase to prepare ourselves. Starts with a G grace note to low G, D grace note to A, Birl. Let's just try those three notes. Ready? Again. And it follows up with a short B and then a D throw. Remember we talked about in the High Road to Gerlach lesson, grace note fusion. This is another spot where that B can be thrown in with the D throw. And then we go E and then F, doubling. So the whole phrase goes. So start practicing that and prepare yourself for Mairi's Wedding.
All right, this is going to be a bit of a challenge. This is a tune that is quite difficult, and it ends with what is essentially a Birl exercise. We have a series of grace noted Birls in a row. It looks like there are 6 in a row, one every single beat. Try it out slowly. It's a good way to practice your grace noted Birls and just strengthen your pinky finger all together.
All right, here's a fun exercise. The last part of a dance hornpipe tune called Crossing the Minch, sometimes just referred to as the Sailor's Hornpipe, is basically a grace noted Birl exercise. And it goes something like this. Shouldn't be anything you attempt to master anytime soon, but it is a fun opportunity to practice a lot of grace noted Birls in a row. Here we go. Did you catch that? One more time. And then the rest of that part goes. Nice little tune. Don't worry about playing that fast. It's just an opportunity to drill that all of those are actually a low A, G grace note to the Birl. So gives you that tripling feeling. Ba ba ba. F, A, ba ba ba, F, A, ba ba ba, G, A, ba ba ba, G, A, ba ba ba. And you can practice that feeling of having a grace note and a Birl with the same spread throughout. Cool stuff. All right, guys, keep up the good work.
Thanks for joining me again, guys. Some final thoughts for you. Identify the method that's going to work best for you. If you do the slide, drag, the double tap, whatever it is, work on all of the different ones for a little bit and then pick one to master. In the long run, you might want to master every method because they have their own strengths and weaknesses, but in the short term, you want to be able to get up to speed with one quickly. Strengthen your pinky fingers so that it works for you, and just practice Birls all the time. Pens, soda cans, whatever you have in your hand, be strengthening that pinky finger so it works independently. As always, check out your supplemental materials, beginning the Bagpipe by Sandy Jones, page 27, or the College of Piping Tutor, page 54.